What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another breakdown. Today we're looking at NAS 100 or NQ, reviewing the trades that I took today and today's price action. Let's get right into it. Now, starting at the daily time frame, like I was saying on yesterday's episode, I was targeting the previous daily low, which would have been here. So we had this low here and this low here that we were targeting, as well as this smooth candle here. So that was my draw and liquidity. So we traded right back up into about 50% of this previous daily candle before melting down. We escalated the selling, even though we closed right back up into the previous daily range. This is SPX 500 actually, but let me go back to NAS 100. So yeah, we closed back up into the previous daily range, so we could continue sell off or we could farm some type of wick fill before retracing back to the upside. I just did the video and I realized that I didn't hit record. So this is where we traded back up to about 50%. When I put the fibs on it, we traded back up to about 50%. See, right around 50% here, and this is premium of this range before we sold right off. We ran this low, the previous day's low, and we tap into this week here, which provide us a little bit of a demand to manage to draw back price up into closing in the range. On the 4-hour time frame, it's a little bit cleaner. So see where we traded back up into this fair value gap here. And this is about premium price action and premium of this structure leg right around 50%. And this would have been the ideal entry opportunities. Now the sell-off started from before market open, which would have been the overnight session around London session. So we traded back up into the range and then we just dropped. We came all the way down into this demand level here, which kind of provided a little bit of a relief bounce. So we came down to 50% of this demand before we bounce. So I took some trades here. Almost blow the challenge trading from my phone, being distracted at work, and also not realizing that these candles, the way the market had kind of picked up volatility, that the the candles had so much points in them. I went into a bit of drawdown, but I managed to recover. Now let's get into the lower time frame price action. This is what the 1 hour looks like. The ideal entry opportunity would have been here or right around here. And I would have caught this. Now the crazy risk to reward that I'm seeing on these trades, you could have been smiling right to the bank. So the entries that I took were right around here. I took a buy in London, and looking back here, I had the plan that the market was selling off, but because I didn't get an entry here, I was thinking we could go back up to here before coming back down. I actually was using this zone right here as a level of demand, but that didn't hold. So we came all the way down and came back up. I just risked like 0.5% here on this trade, and I got stopped out after it went into a little bit of profit before stopping me out and then dropping and then retracing back into the range. Now, this would have been the ideal opportunity, but I went back to bed because it was a bit late, and I trust me, I'm very exhausted in the from the daily commute and thing. So I just decided not to force it. So this would have been an ideal entry opportunity, and that sell-off started from right around the London silver bullet from ICT. Now, as soon as New York opened, we kind of just picked up speed, and this is where the stock market opened. If you notice this gap, we had some jobs claims numbers, and that kind of escalated the sell-off. By mistake, I was doing something and I managed to press sell here. Went into a little bit of drawdown, and because it was a mistake, I didn't hold the trade. I just closed out immediately. The market was moving a bit erratic, and like I said, I was on my phone. It wasn't my ideal entry criteria, so that is the reason why I got out. But I could have caught all of this if I had held. Then now I saw the buys when it came back here. I tried to take the buys here, thinking because the 4 hour candle had flipped. So the 10 a.m. 4 hour candle had flipped back bullish, and I was expecting price to come all the way here. Now immediately the price came all the way back down to this fair value gap right around here. Let me clean up these charts. Right around here. And I realized I was going into too much drawdown. Almost blew the challenge here. I got out and got back in for some buys, and I managed to get this candle here. I'm not using magic keys because it doesn't work on the phone. And as I said, I just use two decent lot size in it, and that's what caused it. Big rookie mistake. I shouldn't be making these mistakes. I should have just left the market, but it happens to the best of us. After that buy, as I didn't see this entry here, I was distracted again, not on my phone. And I saw this here after this candle managed to close back down here. I entered for the sell, went into a little bit of profit, came back up, came into some drawdown here, and then I took, I just took off the position because I was saying it's consolidating too much. And when I set the stop above here, it was about $200 or $300. So I decided, you know what, it's too much of a risk and I'm distracted. So let me just get out. And as soon as I get out, within another like half hour to an hour, I check back the charts and see we just melted again. So boy, I keep missing some of these nice opportunities, and these trades are very, 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 very profitable trades if you know how to enter, especially when the market is this volatile. Now, ideally, let me look at the lower time frame and see how I could have gotten into some more entry opportunities. So I took buys here and caught this move, got out around here for like 300 and something dollars, recovering the account. Now we're sitting at 10K, little bit above 10K. Hopefully I can get some profits now to eventually pass this challenge. Now ideally there was an entry opportunity here for some buys after the running the couple days low and tap into I think it was a 1 hour order block. That was an entry there, and this also was an entry here for the buys. These were pretty much counter trend trades, but using the proper entry technique and the proper risk management, this would have been a profitable trade using this demand level from the indicator. Also, I could have gotten a better entry here had I not been distracted. The entry, ideal entry would have been up here using the 15-minute as well as the 3-minute for entries. There's also a buy opportunity here using this breaker block, but by that time I just decided, you know what, just let me leave this alone and focus on work. But this would have been a nice buy here for the scalp. That's when the spreads are really tight on the market from around here in the morning to around here. The spreads are very tight. In the overnight session, it's a bit wide and choppy, and the markets are a bit slow. Now for forecasting, let me go back to the higher time frame. I think we could manage to come back for a little bit of a wick fill here. Could come back for a little bit of a wick fill here, 50% before coming back to the highs. The fact that we close within the day's range, we could come back to target these highs again or come back up here. There's no PD area up here, but I don't think we're going to get 4 consecutive down days just like this. Tomorrow is also Friday. I'd have to check the economic calendar and see what's going on Friday. But we could either come down here. When I zoom out the price, we still way up in premium. Equilibrium is right around here. And we not even took out the previous week's low as yet. So previous week's low is right around here. So at the moment, this looks like a bull flag to escalate higher. A healthy pullback. So premium is still here. We have equilibrium here, and discount is all the way down here. Now, I don't try to really predict the market, but anything can happen. I'm more of a day trader. I can't swing trade on this account, and I just look for the opportunities ideally to get in daily. Now, that is pretty much it for this video. Like I said, tomorrow is Friday. If I'm going to trade London session, I should be already in bed, but let us see what the session brings. If not, then I'm definitely going to be looking for some setups from my phone, and I will learn my lesson and try to use some smaller lot sizes, especially when I am not able to monitor properly from the phone. So that is it for today's video. If you made it this far in the video, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribe. Follow me as I trade this account to become funded again, because I was funded before, and watch me make some profits and grow these accounts. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.